This is Robert Kraft, and we're coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the LD Micro Invitational 2018 in Bel Air, California. With me right now is Brian Williamson from Jericho Oil Corporation. It's a publicly traded company, two symbols for you, JCO on the TSX Venture and JROOF on the OTC. Brian, welcome to SNNLive.
Robert, thanks for having me.
It's great to have you back. So, for our audience, let's start off with an overview of the company, and we'll go from there.
So Jericho is an oil and gas company focused on Oklahoma, the Anadarko Basin in particular. We've been working there since the downturn in 2014, and it's been our primary focus throughout. So for us, it's been a building process. So when we had low oil prices, all we did was buy, because there was stress, distress, and opportunities to buy. Now you have oil plus $60, so we've transitioned from that mode to a development mode. So what you'll see from us is continued acquisitions, but smaller, but now you're seeing more development. Like our first well, which just came out earlier this year, turned out to be a great well, IP'd 950 barrels, 30-day rate 750, and most recent 60 days is 450, which is spectacular in terms of results for our first stack well. So for us, real exciting times.
I think the last time we had you on was April 2017, so let's get that full update. You know, what's been going on since then?
Yeah, so when we first spoke with you guys, oil prices were $35 a barrel. We had zero interest. Nobody wants to talk to an oil company when oil prices are in the cellar. So for us, it was really a time of head down, buy acquisitions, put out the information, but we had very, very little interest because nobody wanted to be in oil at $35. Nobody knew when it was going to come back, how long it was going to stay there. So for us, we've gone through 3 acquisitions since we've seen you guys last. And just this year, with oil prices spiking at the end of the year, we've moved from being an acquisition-oriented company to the development mode you're seeing us in now. So what you'll see from us is less acreage acquisitions, more growth in our production.
So what would you say makes the company unique in the space? Now that we have, everybody's competing based off of the price of oil, but what about Jericho makes you different than the competition out there?
So there's really 3 things that make us unique. The first thing is our team. So our team is a very high science-oriented group of people. The idea is you want a team that's dedicated, understands the rocks you're developing, and understands the area really, really well. When you're a microcap, you don't want to be all things to everybody. You want to do one thing, you want to do it really, really well, and that's what makes us unique from a people perspective. The second thing that makes us unique is our investor base. We have the most stable, long-term, committed investors you could ask for in a microcap. All of our families that have participated in every financing. We've never had a banker run a financing for us. And so for us, it's been their commitment and the ability to know that they're going to be there and be supportive of the company throughout. And then the third thing is the basin we focus on. So the stack is the number 1, number 2 play in the United States. It's one of the fastest growing plays, and what makes the stack so different, and you see it in the numbers, is development there never stopped. It's one of those plays where you continued to have drilling rigs, you continued to have growth in production when oil prices were low, and that's because you can make money at lower prices there. So we are a small microcap surrounded by big oil all around us. We have our Devons, Continentals, Alta Mesas, all of the big guys surrounding us. So we're about the only microcap in the stack right now.
And I also want to remind our audience, what's your background? How did you get into all this?
So my background getting into oil is by chance. I have a legal background, finance background, CPA background. I started my career as a consultant, consulting to oil companies, and after that, I've been operating oil wells for almost 20 years now. So it's, craft I learned as being a part of the business in the field and in the boardroom.
So from what you can tell us, what are some of the company's growth drivers moving forward?
So for us, it's going to be development. So we have our second well was drilled and completed, and it's now flowing back. This is a lower Osage well, which is the second part of the stack formation, so it does take longer. So we would tell people if something went wrong with the well, we would absolutely put press out there about it. But everything has gone right. It's in flow back. It just takes a little longer. These wells are cheaper to drill than the Merrimack wells, but they do take 90 to 100 days before you see meaningful results from the well. But they flow longer, more consistent in terms of the oil volumes. And so for us, It's patient, but we will keep developing our fields. We have some really, really special assets that we bought that have really interesting development opportunities. And now for us, it's just grow production, right? It's sort of a shift to take what we've bought and now grow it.
And where can our audience go and find more information about Jericho Oil?
So to find out more information about us, go to www.jerichooil.com. Thank you very much.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the LD Micro Invitational 2018 in Bel Air, California. With me again is Brian Williamson from Jericho Oil Corporation, publicly traded company. The symbols are JCO on the TSX Venture and JROOF on the OTC. Brian, thank you again for joining us.
Robert, thanks for having me.
Thank you.